Hello guys, welcome back. This is the continuation of sulfonamide. That is, in this part we will learn the sulfa combinations. Now these sulfa drugs, they are preferred, or this sulfa combination is preferred over only the sulfa drug, because the combination therapy overcomes each other side effect. In combination, low dose is effective. So because of this low dose, their toxicity of each drug will get reduced, because the toxicity of drug depends upon the dosage. And in combination, this combination act synergistically. That is, we will get the synergistic effect. Now what do you mean by synergistic effect? That if a drug is having 50% action and another drug is having 50% action, so definitely if we given these drugs simultaneously, we will get the effect of 100%. But in case of synergistic effect, you will get the action which is more than that of 100%. So more effect we will get. So that is called as synergistic effect. So that will be shown by this sulfa combination. Also in combination, the sulfa methoxazole, which is a intermediate acting sulfonamide, is used, which is combined with trimethoprim. Now this trimethoprim is a pyrimidine derivative and it is effective against pathogenic bacteria. Now if you see the half-life of both the drugs, they are almost similar. Sulfamethoxazole is having the half-life of 12 hours and trimethoprim having the half-life of 16 hours. Now we will see the mechanism of action. Now first, when the bacteria is infected to a individual, the PABA and pteridine, these both react each other in presence of dihydroteroic teroate synthetase, and they are get converted into dihydroteroic acid. Next, when they are treated with sulfamethoxazole, what happen? We can see this sulfamethoxazole will block this step and they will block the formation of dihydroteroic acid. But if the synthesis of this is going in the microorganism is proceed further and they are having this dihydroteroic acid, then this dihydroteroic acid and glutamate in presence of dihydrofolate synthetase will get converted into dihydrofolic acid, and this dihydrofolic acid in presence of dihydrofolate reductase, where the NADPH is converted into NADP, convert into tetrahydrofolic acid, and this will form thymidine, purine and methionine. So these are the different amino acids, and from these different amino acid, different proteins which are required for the normal growth and multiplication of bacteria will be developed by the bacteria. Now in second step, what happen? When the trimethoprim is given, this trimethoprim will block dihydrofolate reductase. So this way of synthesis is blocked at two steps by the sulfa combination. That is, sulfamethoxazole will block this step and trimethoprim will block this step. So overall effect will be the more effect, and that will be a synergistic effect, synergistic bacteriostatic effect we will get. And this is the mechanism of action of the sulfa combination of sulfamethoxazole and trimethoprim. So this is the mechanism of action. Next, their clinical application. Now this combination is a drug of choice in treatment of UTI, urinary tract infection caused by Escherichia coli. Also, this is used in the treatment of respiratory tract infection, including acute and chronic bronchitis. This combination can be used to treat shigellosis, which is a GI infection, and also to treat septicemia, which is a serious blood poisoning and the serious infection which is caused by gram-negative bacilli. Bacilli means rod-shaped microorganism. Rod-shaped microorganism. Also, this combination is used in the treatment of plague. Also, in the treatment of sexually transmitted diseases like syphilis and gonorrhea, and also in the treatment of neonatal meningitis. So, this wide number of clinical applications are shown by the sulfa combination. Now, their adverse effect, drug interaction and contraindication. Now, this trimethoprim may increase the GI and hematological toxicity of sulfamethoxazole. It reduces the renal toxicity of sulfamethoxazole because of in combination the sulfamethoxazole dose is required in a less quantity. So, the complications of renal is decreased, but the complications of hematological and GI will be increased by this trimethoprim. The combination increases the pharmacological action of anticoagulant warfarin and an anti-epileptic agent phenytoin sodium. Also, this combination is contraindicated in pregnant women in first trimester and the children which are 12 years of age. And this is the preparation and dose. The combination of trimethoprim and sulfamethoxazole, it is in the 1:5 ratio. That is, the trimethoprim is 80 mg and sulfamethoxazole 80 into 5, 400 mg. A well-known brand are available in the market, that is Septran and Bactrin. These are the well-known brand of this combination available in the market, and these drugs are available in the form of tablet. They are taken 1 or 2 tablet for 14 days. This is the a rough dosage regimen of this combination. And in pediatric preparation, trimethoprim 20 mg and sulfamethoxazole 100 mg. So 1 or 2 tablet for 14 days. This is again a rough dosage regimen of this combination. So here I conclude this sulfa combination. So if you have any query, you can ask me on my email or on my mobile number. Till then, stay home and be safe and enjoy your learning. Happy learning. Goodbye.